We live, guys.
You sure?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Matt Janelle. I'm your host tonight for the WGT World Golf Tour by Topgolf. This is the Mastercard Challenge. Listen, surreal times, obviously, to say the least. Sports, like music, is always been there for us. In this case, we've taken a big chunk of time off. We're dealing with the nature of the circumstances. Today, WGT by Topgolf and Mastercard, Priceless is bringing sports to your homes. It's a unique situation. Therefore, this is a unique event. Our players today, what an honor. Justin Rose, 10-time winner on the PGA Tour, the winner of the 2013 U.S. Open at Marion, obviously the 2016 Olympic gold medalist, 5-time Ryder Cupper. Justin Rose, you're joining us from the Bahamas. Welcome.
Hey Matt, thank you. Yeah, well, we were chit-chatting before, but it's fantastic to be doing something a little bit different. And yeah, thanks for all you guys getting together and having some fun and hopefully creating a little priceless moment for ourselves and people who are tuning in.
Absolutely. We'll be back with you in a second. In the meantime, we're going to introduce your opponent this evening, Graeme McDowell, 4-time winner on the PGA Tour, the winner of the 2010 U.S. Open at our venue this evening, Pebble Beach. He is a 4-time Ryder Cupper, GMAC, joining us from Orlando. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Like Justin said, nice to be here tonight, have some fun. Mastercard have been doing a lot of COVID-19 related activities and raising a lot of money, and it's nice to be getting involved and giving the folks some live sport. We'll have a little fun with it. Great to obviously be on the golf course with Rosie anytime, and obviously virtually we'll go with the flow. So really excited about the opportunity.
As I mentioned, we're what better venue to sort of take our mind off of what's going on outside our homes and our realities than the great Pebble Beach, #1 public course in the United States, as far as I'm concerned, and it's really not even close. Obviously built in 1919. Jack Neville and Douglas Grant were the original architects. A lot of people have had made some adjustments, including the Alistair McKenzie, Robert Hunters of the world, Chandler Egan, Jack Nicklaus in 1998 added what is the new fifth hole. Tell us a little bit about Pebble Beach. We'll start with you, Justin. First impressions of Pebble Beach when you arrived, and do you remember that time walking this golf course?
Yeah, I sure will. I sure do. It was actually for a corporate event back in maybe 2006. I had the opportunity to go there and the opportunity to stay at the Inn at Spanish Bay and experience the fire pits and the cool evenings, and just the drive, 17-mile drive itself is just incredible. And all of this was before I got to the golf course, before I got to Pebble Beach, and the whole area is just pretty stunning. And knocked it around with a few guys and had a brilliant time. I was kind of in a very relaxed and informal setting, so it was a great way to enjoy it the first time. And then, actually, I missed the U.S. Open that was won by GMAC, so it took me quite a few years to get back there when I played the AT&T Pebble Beach, maybe in, I'm guessing, 2016, 17, that type of time frame.
That was probably lucky for me. You missed that one, Rosie.
It was. I played well at GMAC. I just had 2 wins on the PGA Tour, and I was hot, so I was sitting at home cooling down quickly.
GMAC, obviously, this would occupy a good chunk of your heart and your soul. This venue, 2010, that final round you started 3 back. Dustin Johnson seemed like he was on cruise control, and yet you came away with the hardware. What do you remember? What is it about Pebble Beach that matters to you, that means something to you beyond the fact that you are the winner?
For me, the first time I went there was in 2004. In fact, the first time I was there was in college. We were out playing an event in the West Coast, and our coach took us. We didn't get to play, but we got a chance to go down, have a little lunch in the tap room, and go for a little wander up 18 and 17, and just have feel. There's only like 4 or 5 locations in the golfing world that kind of give you the feeling like you're walking in history and you're walking in the shoes of legends. And the first tee, 17 and 18 at St Andrews, Augusta, and then Amen Corner. There's something about sitting on that 18th tee at Pebble and looking around, and you just see Jack and Tom and Tiger and all the greats of the game. And I obviously was fortunate to win a U.S. Open there. It's amazing to be part of the furniture of somewhere like Pebble Beach forever. Pretty special place, but it's just a great walk. I had a chance to play the AT&T Pro-Am with my dad in 2014. The weather was perfect, 75, sunny the whole week. It's just a great walk. Golf's a great sport. You get to just walk around some of the most amazing pieces of real estate in the world, and let's be honest, it's hard to beat Pebble Beach regards real estate.
Finished T7 that year with your dad. That was yet another good finish. Is a course like Pebble Beach something that stops you guys? I mean, you guys get in this week to week routine, year to year. You get kind of on this treadmill. Is it a course like Pebble Beach that even you guys go back to sort of being a kid and being excited about the game in general?
Should I dive in there quickly?
Yeah, lead the way, Rosie.
Yeah, I think last year at the US Open, they actually did a Champions Reunion dinner, which doesn't happen every single year, but they do it maybe every 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know what their plan is, but obviously GMAC and I were at that Champions dinner, the reunion of the previous winners, and I think everybody but bar one or two guys turned up because it was Pebble Beach. And we had this magnificent dinner. I think it's called the Yacht Club or the Boat Club or something that overlooks
Beach Club, I think, yeah.
Beach Club, yeah. I just think, even watching guys like Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods, even guys that have just seen it all and done it all in the game of golf, they were in awe of the occasion. Just a bunch of great guys, great golfers, all getting together and celebrating great memories of our own, but doing it in such a spectacular setting. And I think not many places could make that group of golfers speechless.
GMAC, same?
Yeah, like Rosie said, when we were there at Pebble last year for the reunion of champions, the USGA hosted, it made you feel like you were part of a golfing fraternity, a very special fraternity, being surrounded by US Open champions, legends, 17 green at Pebble Beach as your backdrop. It doesn't get any better, but I think golf's a very unique sport. I feel like I love playing professional golf. I love going out there and competing for a living, playing against the best players in the world. But I think, I think in our off times when this game's all gone from a competitive point of view, I think, I'll always want to sample and play the best golf courses in the world. I have a bucket list, maybe even here in the US, that I haven't played before, like a lot of the Long Island stuff. I haven't really gone out past Shinnecock. I haven't played National, Sabonic, any of that stuff. Bandon Dunes, Sand Hills. I feel like there's so many courses still on my bucket list that I want to go play, take friends, family, go and enjoy the great architecture, the great pieces of real estate in the sport. And I think that's what makes this sport so unique.
Yeah, in our next life, Matt, we want to actually be you.
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, Bandon Dunes is so special to me. I named my son Bandon, so that's any indication of how good it is. I encourage you to get out there as soon as possible. Listen, guys, these are strange times. You guys are going back to sort of this idea that you guys are on the road a lot. You both have kids and families and other responsibilities. Is this an opportunity for you guys to take a breath and take a look around and appreciate what it is that you guys do for a living? And is this kind of a bit of a reset? You guys are 40 and 39 years old, coming up on a birthday in end of July. Is this how you guys handling this? Justin, start with you.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I think obviously it's out of our control. Obviously, what we're all experiencing right now. So I think it's important to try to view it as positively as possible. Obviously, we're all watching the news. We all feel terribly for the people caught up with it, who are actually suffering and dying. So it's the gravity of it is definitely not lost. But I think we all have to make the most of what we are experiencing, which is time at home. And we all have very hectic lifestyles. We all travel a ton, and we all have kids that we miss. So obviously, our wives, our children, just really just spending time together is something that you almost have to learn how to do again to a certain point. And that's what I'm taking from it. I had a great time with my children. I think when I come back from being on the road, my head's not into golf, and therefore my children's mind isn't really on golf whatsoever. But because we've all been home, we've all had a little bit more time together. We've been able to chip in the garden, get into the golf room. I'm lucky enough to have like a little simulator machine, and the kids have started to gravitate towards golf. And but other things, we're just doing things together that I think we wouldn't have had the time to do otherwise. So yeah, I'll let GMAC crack on before.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Rosie says, it's like taking a pause in life. I think as golf professionals, I mean, we live our life, at a very fast pace. If we're not on a plane, we're getting ready to go on a plane, or either unpacking or repacking. It's a hectic life, and when you do come home, it's that little bit of switch off time, and you spend a lot of time on the road. You make a big sacrifice. So, if there is one positive to try and take from this moment, this time right now, it's really just to pause, look around, realize the things that are important to us in life, which are, our family and the people close to us. And, it's not, life doesn't need to be, lived on fast forward, just to be in the now for a little second and have a little look around and smell the roses, So, it's a tough time. And
smell the roses.
Smell the roses, pardon the pun, but unprecedented times. And listen, we're thoughts and prayers to everyone around the world who are going through a lot right now. It's hopefully we can get the world back in its axis soon and get on with life and hit the fast forward button again. Unfortunately, that's the inevitable part of it all. But we're trying to take the positives out of it right now.
All right, well, let's get to the visuals of Pebble Beach, and let's get to the action. I want to also thank you at home for joining us. Certainly thanking Justin and Graeme for taking some time and participating and giving us some sense of live sports. I think we're all starving for it. The format tonight is it's match play. It's the front nine of Pebble Beach. This is going to be fast and it's going to be furious. Arguably one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. I get chills just thinking about what we're about to visualize. The WGT by Topgolf, the visuals on this, I know you guys have been prepping and practicing and playing, and the graphics are unreal. This truly is, at a time like this, a priceless experience. We're going to head to the first tee, but I want to remind everybody that this WGT by Topgolf is available. It's a free download in all app stores, on all PCs and Macs, and also on Steam. If you in the gallery have questions or comments, go ahead and use that comment section. I'll be monitoring that throughout the round and integrating some of those comments or questions into what I would call a broadcast. Age.
You look the part of the broadcaster.
Yeah. I just missing that. Pretend like I have that microphone.
I just had a question, Matt. We want to know what's up with the glasses. That was a question I got from one of the viewers.
What's in the glasses?
Yeah.
I've got
no. What's with the glasses? I know what's in that glass.
Well, I'm a little older than you guys. Right about the age of you guys, I started losing my ability to see up close. So this is kind of what I need to, you guys need your clubs and I need my glasses. There we go.
Beautiful.
Taking to the first tee first, GMAC, you are 40 years old, turning 41 on July 30th. Justin Rose, 39, turning 40 on July 30th. So you share a birthday.
We do share a birthday.
But GMAC, you are hosting this game, so you'll tee off first.
So I'm going to set this up here. So like you say, we're playing the front nine at Pebble. We're going to play in practice mode because I think that gives us like the putt preview, so it can, we're not going to be completely terrible. Rosie, we're going to play off the white tees, but have you ever played the white tees at Pebble? Because I haven't.
Never played the white tees. I never had the privilege of playing green tee. I think we're going to get to experience as you do, Matt.
Yeah, no, you will not. Trust me. You will never experience what I experienced.
Does this thing go into the tap room afterwards for a couple balls of wine, or what's happening?
That's where we have a common game. And the tap room is where we can all call it something common.
Okay, green speed's where it's standard. Wind speed. We've been advised by the people at WGT to go slow on the wind speed. We're going to go moderate, but they tell me that moderate at Pebble is actually pretty tough. So, okay, so I'm going to create a game, and I've got one friend on here. I think. Who's my friend? Oh, hey Rosie.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you, mate?
Might have a few more after tonight, mate. Have you
All right.
invited me yet?
Yeah, I've invited you. So invitation is sent.
Invites. There it is. I'm going to accept your
That's a good thing.
challenge.
Okay, I think we're ready to tee off. Equipping. This is Justin Rose 0730. He's giving us his birthday on there, and he's equipping, which scares me a little bit, but I'll go with it.
You're not cheating, you're not trying, G-Mac.
This is true. You better not have been practicing too much, or I'm dead. So we playing match play, Matty? Yeah.
Yeah, match play.
Match play. Okay. All right, game on. Hey, all the best. Give it a COVID-19 handshake.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, G-Mac at 59. Play well.
All right, play well, mate. Here we go. Game on. Let's see, 45. I don't normally whip driver off the first at Pebble, but I'm going to go driver. And I'll give it a rip. Oh, there's a little bit of a pull. Oh, baby. Okay.
Perfect pull.
That will work. Hey, Rosie.
Right hand side. I'm gonna just check out my angle down here.
Nice threads, by the way. Whew.
I noticed your little shamrock get up.
Nice threads.
Okay, let's see what we're doing here.
I'm not seeing the action for some reason.
Oh no! Snap hooked it. I got twitched with the twitcher.
Okay, hey, Matty, can you not see the action? I mean, I can talk you through
I'm not seeing
it.
the action. I see you guys, but I don't see the action.
It was a low screaming hook into the front, into the left-hand bunker off the tee.
So maybe I can relate to this game, actually.
How do you hit through trees? I'm gonna have to play the patient card here.
Do you know how many people are watching this right now, Rosie, who know 100 times more about this game than we do?
I think I'm gonna have to play a little sideways here, G-Mac. Okay, I'm slow playing at 85 yards. Okay. Little punch wedge out.
Yeah, there is like a little punch function. Did you find the punch function?
Oh no.
See where it says full bottom left on your screen? If you click full. Oh, sorry, I talked in your backswing there. Sorry, bro.
Don't worry. Fast game's good game.
Good out there. After that tee shot, that was a pretty good out.
So 90 yards. Wind off the right.
Little 7 to 9 mile an hour breeze. Pin looks towards the back. Don't go long here. Have you ever been over the back in the first green at Pebble, Rosie?
No, I think I don't have much choice now. I'm going to have to play on the aggressive side, aren't I? I'm going to go just with a touch of spin on the ball. Okay, we are going to go pretty much. Just going to play about there, I think. I like this. I think I'm going to ask the question of you, G-Mac.
Hello. You keeping me honest there?
Stop.
Little bit too much spinach there.
Under the hole.
Good swing though, very nice. Yeah, I've been above this hole here on the first green, both in real life and in this game, and it's not really advisable. What do we got here? A little wind into. Go a little bit of backspin on this puppy. Let's see, 60. What is it? 66. Playing a couple uphill. I like sort of 70. Right there.
What's your general strategy on the front nine at Pebble Beach? Are you trying to go low on the front nine at Pebble Beach in general when you play a course like that?
Wow.
Or do you go defensive?
I make your score at Pebble. I mean, obviously, especially with the second as a par 5, obviously US Open, you tend to play that as a par 4, but when it's playing a par 5, I feel like the front nine is where you've got to get it. The second as a par 5.
I'm going to go putt preview here. Let's see, 30 feet, a little uphill. Let's see what that does right there.
Second plays par 4 during US Open's par 5 for AT&Ts, right? Is that the way they do it?
Yeah. Pretty small green for a par 4 second shot, that's for sure.
Oh, go on, get in. Oh, you dog, you.
Okay, good try, G-Mac.
Thanks, mate. Do you want to concede that putt there? It's asking. I mean, it's got to be about a foot.
I think have I moved too quickly? Let's have a look. I'm thinking.
Or is it asking me? Do I want to? No, do I want to concede your putt? Sorry, it was asking me. Do I want to concede this 13-footer? I mean, I know you.
You may as well concede this one. It's going in.
Not gonna.
No. Okay. Well, my putt preview missed low. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you.
What a
dog,
what a save!
Oh,
That's good, D-Mac. I'll concede if I can.
That's just horrendous news. Good up and down there, kid. Ah, that hurts. That hurts. Not going to get too many opportunities against the Rose here. Are you able to see any golf, Matty? You're missing a show here, dude.
I know. I'm.
I believe Greg's watching. Oh, sorry, G-Mac, I'm talking your backswing, but there's a Greg watching who's Nicole's birthday it is. So happy birthday to Nicole.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nicole.
All right. You could drive G-Mac up.
Thanks, mate.
Wind is straight into me.
Straight into a little light breeze here. I think a 5 to 7 miles per hour wind at Pebble's literally like a 0.
Okay. Oh, come on. I've got the early. I'm a little edgy. Come on, camber down.
You're so lucky, though. You're just so lucky. I mean, he's got the pull hooks. I need a bit of sun on those legs. What do we got here? 218, little uphill, little into the breeze. What club am I hitting here? 3 would go 230. Yeah, probably want to hit this. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm just going to chip this 3-wood up there. It's not a particularly big one, but take a little off it. Oh, talking of pulls. Stay right. Stay to the right.
It's hanging in there. Run. Good shot.
She's a wee beauty. She's a wee beauty.
Putting for eagle. Woo.
Going in there with 3-wood. What do you got, like 8-iron or something?
I got 3 iron by the looks of it, but I'm not so sure.
I want a driver check there. How come you just whipped it 20 by me off that tee? What's going on there? I mean, this is just like true to life because you always whip it 20 by me.
Interesting. I've got 2 clubs that go 215, a 3 hybrid, 3 iron. Let's go with 3 iron with a little bit of top on it.
We got a top spin.
Go with just a little run on this one, G-Mac. Got all the moves. Got all the moves except the right finger at the right time.
Let's see. Got some ripped up forearms there. You've been working out? Oh, looks right at it from my angle. Right. Oh.
That's not a good miss. As we know, that is not a good miss.
No, you do not want to miss it. Well, I mean, to this pin, not horrendous with your bunker game. I think you're all right.
And if I'm dead honest, this is the first bunker shot I've ever had to play in WGT. So.
Well, I told you about my bunker issue earlier. I was playing some random guy. Hopefully he's watching, but he probably wouldn't bother watching me. It took me 5 to get out of my first bunker at Rod St. George's. I mean, my one tip is give it a rip.
Okay, I'm going to flump it out. 30-40% lie. Give it a rip.
Oh, you did give it a rip. Sorry, bro.
I guess I need to make this one, huh?
I'd hold that one if I were you.
Let's have a little sneak peek here at try to get some break going.
Should be a little right to left. I mean, knowing that green's pretty steep at the front, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm playing it just outside the right. It's probably going to go with a little speed, so 22 yards, right? 40. Okay, how's my maths? Right, let's try and figure this out. I think about a third power.
Well, we all know that you didn't go to math class very much, just chipping class.
Good speed, good touch. No, as a golfer, we just need to learn to count to 5, and that's good enough.
Yeah, you stop counting 5. All right, we got a little uphill here, a couple putts for it. But I mean, I want to make it, obviously. Let's see what we got. Oh, Lebowski. All right, a bit more.
I'm thinking, obviously I can't see your screen, G-Mac, but I'm thinking you're going about 8 inches left.
Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of break on it, and it's reasonably slow up there. My putt preview actually lipped out, and so did my real shot. I lipped out on the low side of my putt preview, and I lipped out on the high side of my real putt. It was a good.
I mean, I'm gonna freeze you out here just a little bit.
You know what? You're not going to, because I just conceded it.
I
know your tactics. I mean, this could be serious overconfidence on my part, though.
I think your putt just got a foot longer.
Oh, wiggled in on the low side.
All right, touche, good play.
I gotta be honest with you. I feel a lot better in real life from 4 feet than I do on this thing. I don't feel very good from 4 feet on this. How far does my driver go? 260. A little downhill here, a little into the wind. Gonna give this a lash. Oh, a little rosy pull here. Go hard. Go.
Left rough's always a good angle here, Jimmy.
Oh, don't like being in the rough in this game, though.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna rip it to about. I'm liking that line. Oh, come on, JR. Overcompensated. Get down.
Don't want to miss it in that bunker.
Come on, camp.
In the rough. You're so lucky. You're just so lucky. Oh, get the back. Oh, look at this pin. Oh no. Oh no.
Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah, we got you. Can you see any golf? Because I mean, I've actually never heard you so quiet in all my life before.
No, I've never been this guy. I'm getting separation anxiety from being able to talk. I can see it now. We're here. I'm there.
This is sort of like a little safe middle of the green shot I'm going for. Down. Oh, I've just hit it out of bounds. No,
Don't want to go long here.
I thought I just whipped that out of bounds.
It's hard to judge the wind there on that approach shot on 3, right?
Well, it's, judging the lies coming out of the rough. I mean, obviously did this back right pin as well. I mean, short's no good here for Justin Rose, and long isn't much good either. So it's got to just dial this in.
The goal is to land it 3 or 4 yards short of the pin, 3 or 4 yards short left.
Okay.
That is the strategy. So 110 club, wind spread off the right. I'm playing it probably, I want to say about 90% power is what I'm going with.
Looks like you spent about 3 hours in the pro shop before you come out here.
I've got my Peaky Blinders hat on.
Yeah.
Solid.
Look at that.
Nice. Oh, that's disappointingly good. Disappointingly good. I've got myself a real fast little chip here as well.
You can see you've been doing your calf raises though while you've been at home, Gina.
Yeah, I've been on the calf races, definitely.
Paul Murphy wants to know, how realistic are these greens? Is this looking all familiar to you guys?
I mean, having played it a little bit, like the topographicals and the way the greens move, the graphics on this game are fantastic. They really are. But no, I think the greens are very realistic.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have them on a medium pace right now. So I think if you were to play super fast greens, the break would increase. But I think that the slope, I've predicted every single putt correctly on in terms of shape of putt, on the putt preview. So obviously that means that it's very accurate.
Joseph Caulfield says, this is a warning to you guys. If you start playing this, you'll become addicted, and this is going to be, this could cause problems in real life.
No, I understand. It's an addictive game. It really is. No, I'm not conceding 30 footers to Rosie. No, it's not 30, it's 18 feet. No, it really is an addictive game, and the graphics are phenomenal, and definitely the green shapes are extremely realistic. It's just takes a bit of practice. The short game especially takes a lot of practice. This little putt preview that we have in the practice mode that was very helpful, but when you start actually playing the real games, when you've no putt preview, you miss it terribly.
I find I'm always a better putter on the second time.
For sure. Second serve. Guy's more educated and more experienced. And Rosie, don't be holding this. Oh! Good effort, son.
That was my chance.
That was your chance, mate. I hate to break it to you. You know what's coming next, don't you?
Dude. G-Mac with the flag in.
I'm not really a flag in guy. Are you a flag in guy?
No, only if it lays down a shadow. That really helps my line or my visualization.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I hadn't really thought of that.
Brian Warner wants to know, do you guys have favorite holes on the front nine? Is there one hole on the front nine that you always look forward to playing?
Front nine at Pebble, my favorite. I mean, do you like that putt, Rosie? I'm going to give you yours. Because I'm already fed up looking at your trousers. So I'll give you that one.
The old little stink eye there, G-Mac.
I think. My favorite. Jack's favorite second shot in the world. Second shot to 8. I love the second shot to 8 as well. It really is one of my favorite shots. Looks like a little beer. Looks like a little beer mat down there when you're hitting your second shot. What do you like, Rosie? 5?
Speaking of Jack, obviously, Matt, you were saying he redesigned number 5, the par 3, and I actually think that's such a clever golf hole. You run out of room so quick.
Yeah.
Very, very easy to go long left on that green, and if you pull it left, if you miss left, it's very, very hard to get the ball up and down. But your instinct is to go left because you've got the Pacific Ocean on your right. But very, very good green.
Yeah. No, it's 5's a fantastic hole. You're right. Very good.
Heroic. Back right pin is you got to if you're going to attack that pin, you better be real accurate.
Yeah, when the greens are firm, those back pins, when you fly the bunker, it's very hard to keep it on the green. Obviously, when it's soft, it's an easier shot. But when it gets firm, you bail out left, it goes into that bunker, you have no shot. It's like Justin said, it's a very smart little hole.
Oh, if I hit this in the water,
that'd be lovely if you did. Go on, my son. Go on, my son.
Oh, you lucky boy.
Why are you so lucky?
It's a good view from there. I just want to go look at the view.
This is where Pebble really the walk begins. From the 4th tee. It's on a beautiful day. There's nothing quite like the sort of walk from the 4th tee to the 10th green. It's a bit special.
That's the big debate to me. Where does this walk start? Does it start on 4 fairway as you see Stillwater Cove for the first time, or is it start on the 6th tee when you kind of turn your back to the water and start that march, towards the top of the hill and over to the 7th tee?
Yeah, for me, I think it starts in that 4th fairway. Like you say, you come out of the little copse of trees and you see the bay for the first time, and you can look down the length of 18. It's pretty special. That's where it starts for me. Rosie's in the bunker.
Yeah, 100% though, Matt. For me too. You get past those huge fir trees on the right-hand side of the 4th tee where they're blocking out the beach club, and then as soon as you're past that, that's Pebble.
Now you're at Pebble Beach.
Yes, sir.
What do we got going on here? I'm going to hit a little spinner up here for you, Rosie.
By the way, 4th hole, second smallest green on the course to number 11. And number 11 is the smallest green on tour, by the way. Little fact.
How far is this shot? Oh, I'm yipping here. I'm having a total yip here. Oh, no. I'm having a total yip.
How good is that view? Jeez.
Sorry for the slow play there, boys.
WGT said how many images that they have of Pebble Beach is unbelievable. How they've been able to lay down the graphics.
Beautiful shot. He's left it above the hole, though.
Okay, good luck here. There's a nasty little crown out of this bunker.
All the best. Hey, try switching to flop shot in this, Rosie. Get like bottom left where it says full, go flop. I think it gets you a little bit more loft, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm saying that like somebody who knows.
Well,
I literally, I've had about 4 goes at this, so I think it works.
Talking like two guys who've played on multiple Ryder Cups together.
Yeah, we've never actually played a game like played in the foursomes or better ball together, but certainly wouldn't have a problem playing with him.
Thanks, boss. Oh, somehow flipped to Sandwick.
I don't know if Harrington's tuned in tonight, Captain Harrington, but PH will play for you if you need us.
Absolutely. If he is tuned in, just watch this short game, Paddy.
Which you might need him right now.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is a Hail Mary.
That was me earlier. I had 6 goes getting out of a bunker.
Hey, I'm going to try this again, G-Mac. Flop.
You have to kind of smash it a little bit.
Flop. Okay. Ay. Don't laugh, people at home. Don't laugh. We know that you do it yourself.
They're laughing. It's probably a good time to go to the bathroom, folks, if you need a bathroom break.
G-Mac. 2 up.
Played one. Shot.
Ryan Dietrich wants to know, in real life at Pebble Beach, who has the advantage? Someone who's long off the tee or ball strikers?
I mean, I think the 2 U.S. Opens we've just played there, 2010 and 2019, were completely different U.S. Opens. I mean, Rosie didn't play in 10, but it was extremely firm and fast. And the golf course played really short, so length was just, it didn't really make that much of a difference. Whereas in 19, just past there, the golf course played incredibly long. Fairways were spongy, fairways were soft. And for me, it just played that little bit too long. I mean, I was going into holes like 9 and 10 with 3 irons and hybrids and stuff. So it was a totally different golf course. But I don't. Pebble is nice putting. Nice putting. But Pebble
long inevitable.
Somebody.
Oh, for bogey.
Those are the putts I make, long putts for bogey. But I think that's the thing about Pebble. I believe it's one of those great golf courses that doesn't suit a particular type of player. You can win Gary Woodland long hitter, G-Mac probably self-professed not the longest.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's a ball striker's golf course. You've got to shape shots. You've got to hold it up in the breeze. Nice, G-Mac. Good bird.
Thank you, brother.
G-Mac. 2 up.
Come on. Here we
on,
go.
Rosie.
We're on the Jacks number 5 here.
This is my hole.
You did say you liked this hole here, so what do we got? 151, 3 feet downhill, a little into the breeze.
Hopefully we make it to the 8th hole, Rosie. Come on.
I never even thought of that. That would be a slight problem.
Katie Penzian says that my husband and I named our 4-year-old son after Graham, even the same spelling.
Really?
Can you do a shout out to him? He's watching with us. We're from Michigan. So how about that?
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hi guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I want to know how they spelt it. Did they spell it Graeme like I spelt it? Per little guy. Yes. He's got a long life ahead of him of having to respell his name to people. So no, that's great, guys. I appreciate it, and thanks for all the support, and thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hey, Rosie, who's your normal partner at Pebble Beach?
I've been playing with Timberlake though the last few times that I've played it.
You got all the moves.
Oh yeah, he's got all the moves.
Hey, by the way, guys, it should be noted that Mastercard has donated $250 million over the course of the next 5 years to help small business owners. G-Mac, you're a small business owner and partner in a couple of restaurants. What is the situation? What can you report from a small business perspective?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a very difficult time to be an employer, obviously. With lots of employees having to be furloughed right now as we go through tough times. We're trying our best. We weren't really a big delivery and takeaway restaurant, so we kind of had to shut down here in the meantime. Nice shot, Rosie. We're sort of shut down here in the meantime, but the way Florida's kind of trending and progressing, obviously we're hoping that things can get going here in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Who knows? But it's it certainly has helped me put things in perspective regards what people are going through, what we're going through right now, just owning a small business, and like I say, praying for people around the world that we can get through this quickly and get out the other side.
No, that's fantastic support that Mastercard are giving out to people that very much need it, and not making light of it. But the way I've been playing this season, I've turned myself into a small business too. Hopefully we can right the ship when we get back out on tour.
Oh, get in there. Get in there. Oh, you little onion.
Dagger.
Wow.
Dagger to the heart.
G-Mac. It's like you've had success at this course before.
I've got things to do later, folks, so I got to get this match over here.
Please, Rosie, please.
I'm running out of wine, so I got to finish them quick. All right, a little right, left. Probably not a particularly fast putt here, Rosie. Coming out this little corner.
Rosie.
Great spot to be, though. I mean, it'd be disappointed if you missed this, really.
I'm going to bury this one, Mac, on a fist bump.
Ball right. Just hit it.
Come on. Keep it alive.
Very nice, sir.
Refills on your wine just yet.
Respect.
Justin Rose is not going to go
respect. I mean, did you expect anything less? Really? Did we expect anything less?
All right, here we go, boys. We're making that walk. Look at this view. Come on.
The graphics are seriously impressive.
Yeah, they really are.
I mean, I just love the confidence that I can stand there and rip driver down number 6 here. I mean, this is such a hard tee shot in reality. I mean, it really is a tough tee ball, especially when it's firm.
How much it narrows.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the hard pitching left to right fairway, it's a huge fairway, but it certainly doesn't play that way.
No, I typically hit 3-wood off this here. If I feel like I can get there 3-wood, I'll hit 3-wood on this tee. Just to takes the left bunkers out of play just enough to where at least if you don't go under the lip.
This stretch now, 4 through 10. We were talking before we came on. Augusta 12 through 15, Cypress 13 through 17, Old Course 14 through 18. Is there a number one stretch of holes in golf that you can identify? I told you I liked Augusta 1T through 18 green. That's one of my favorite stretches. I mean, I just love them all. Even though I think my best Augusta finish is like tied 12th or something. So I haven't really. Typically we love golf courses that we've played well on in the past. I mean, golf course love is very objective, but I love Augusta, even though it's unrequited. I quite like it.
Yeah, well, I think for me, so St Andrews, just if you talk about stretch of holes, and there's so many great stretches of holes, but iconic ones, St Andrews, you're on the 14th tee, way back, probably 3 miles from town, and you just slowly play your way back into town, and town just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as you get closer. It's a very cool experience.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Jesus, G-Mac.
Come on.
It's on fire.
Good shot, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Just don't like the fact that you're flying me off the tee, by the way. I mean, someone told me we had the same drivers, but I don't know.
You know what I've been doing? The little ball, I've been putting the topspin into the brick. I've been just changing the topspin.
I see. Spend too much time on TrackMan, you do.
I'm not doing it again. There's 3 irons. It's 36 feet uphill. You think it's going to play an extra 10 yards?
Yeah, I like 10 yards. 10 yards, but then it comes in a little flatter, so it releases a little bit more. It releases a lot the second shot, I found.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure there's guys watching us at home right now who play a lot of this WGT that are just laughing.
Are you 2 under, G-Mac, right now?
I think I'm, I think I'm 2 under.
And Rosie is even.
Oh, good swing. He's got like a bit of a Scotty follow through, the guy. Have you noticed he kind of gives it the Scotty follow through? Oh. I tried to tell you it was releasing.
You did. I didn't listen. I tried to listen, but I just, okay, somebody help me. Right.
Wants to know, do I want to concede this to you? I'm going to give it a miss on the concession. A putt preview is going to come in rather handy here, Rosie. I'd say the sun's probably gone down with you and the hammers already, has it? Just gone down?
Yeah, it's just going down now. Oh, pace is good. You're in trouble here, buddy.
Uh-oh.
To be honest with you, we kind of need Rosie to win this.
Someone from Mastercard just texted me here, said, I got to take a dive this hole, apparently.
No dive required, ladies and gentlemen.
The fix is in.
You didn't make this.
No dive required.
Oh, great putt, dude.
Thank you.
Very, 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 very nice. Might not be good enough, though. It just might not be good enough.
That's a concession, right?
Yeah, I'll give him that one. I'm gonna have a little look here. What am I doing? A little left, right.
Rosie goes to 1 under, right? Rosie, you'd go to 1 under with the birdie here.
Maybe back to even. But who's counting? 2 down, that's all I know.
Even.
He's grinding.
Ah, yes.
Rosie, do you like apples? How about them apples?
That was Tiffany Joe's line, I think.
Good putt. Dormy.
Oh, at least we get to play 7 anyway.
Wow.
But, what red
Eagle.
wine do you want, G-Mac?
Yeah, we did have a small wager of a bottle of red wine on this game here, folks. Just a small winner's choice. I like Napa cabs. Anything Napa cab.
G-Mac, what's the longest iron you've ever hit on this hole?
I hit 6 iron in here the year I played with my dad at the AT&T. And the suspended play like 5 minutes afterwards. It was howling. It really was blowing hard. All right, how short do we think this is playing? 94. What's my 56 go? 90.
Rosie, what's the most impressive thing about G-Mac's game when you've watched him out there in real life?
I mean, much like today, obviously, just he's a true pro. He's prepared. He's got great tactics. The way he picks apart a golf course, and then obviously his putting. Like you said, not many players will say they're more comfortable on a 4-footer than on a game.
Jesus, look at this guy.
Yeah, he's throwing darts now. He's just showing off, and obviously, he can get the strut going with the best of them too. When he gets confident, he's tough as nails.
That's the Northern Irishman, and
100%. Okay, what did you do there, G-Mac?
I played it about 90 yards. Gave it a little right of the target for the win. I played it about 90. I think this plays about 10 yards downhill.
Come on, Rosie.
With a wee bit of spin on it.
A pitching wedge or 56?
I think I went pitching wedge. I didn't think I'd get my 56 there.
You just babied her in there.
Just belts it in there,
G-Mac, what do you envy about Rosie's game?
Pretty much all of it, really. I mean, he's just technically so good, and the way he swings the club. It's just one of those golf swings. It's technically very pure. Does a lot of great things mechanically well, and he calls me a great preparer. But he's meticulous. Ticks all the boxes. Works hard. Works extremely hard. Very cerebral about his game. Doesn't leave anything to chance. Just a great player, and like I say, just physically tee to green, not many better than him out there.
Think so?
Solid.
He's just his distance control leaves a lot to the imagination, though.
Have I got a little double breaker here? I think I do.
I always think this side of the green's so tough to putt. It's kind of flat, It's sort of there's nearly like a little shoulder here.
I'll tell you, I'm playing the WGT World Golf Tour by Topgolf immediately after this is over. By the way,
Listen, but beware though, it's seriously addictive.
This is crazy. I want in.
It's a very good game, very enjoyable.
Pretty cool that Mastercard is bringing this. They talk about priceless experiences a lot, and they're obviously committed to it. But this given the situation and circumstances, is pretty priceless.
Look at that view.
Look at that, boys. Are you kidding me? I mean,
I hope the sun's going down and there's glare coming off the ocean. You can't quite see your line. You're squinting.
This is crazy.
I'm actually blinded by the light here. I mean, it's reflecting off the ocean at me.
You got 2-4, to be honest. I'm clutching the straws now. But.
I've 2 for it, do I? Oh, I wasn't even counting there.
Look at the flag just, sort of tempting us, calling our name.
Oh, I gotta adjust this a little bit here, Rosie. I gotta adjust it. I underread it a little bit. Alrighty, let's go. Contessa, Rosie. A little ball of Contessa will do me, okay?
Good choice, G-Mac.
That's literally the best 7 holes I think I've ever played in this game. Legitly.
Me on the chat earlier. No, I'm not really played much. I don't really. No. 4 under.
Wow. What time is it? That was like less. That was like a half an hour dusting. That was. Now you guys know what Stephen Ames feels like. It's like it's a dusting.
Yeah. So that was good for my experience points there in WGT. Got me a few more coins.
Is that it?
The winner of the WGT by Topgolf Mastercard Challenge, ladies and gentlemen, Graeme McDowell, sort of kind of defends his turf. I would say. Did it feel like going in that you weren't going to let this guy beat you at Pebble Beach?
Well, I mean, we had a bit of time to practice over the last 4 or 5 days, and kind of felt like I just sharpened my tools a bit better than Rosie did there today. It looks
that way. I tell you what, I'm going to have to figure out. There's going to be a lot of guys looking at this and thinking preparation. They don't want to be left behind on June 8th when it comes around for real. So GMAC just taught me a little lesson there.
We had the little spirit of the U.S. Open trophy in the background as well. Just to be sure, there he is. Look, see him there. You weren't gonna come take that off me on my home turf.
So since we have you, and that was so quick, let's do a couple more. Let's do a couple more questions. This would have been Zurich week. Were you guys both scheduled to play, and who's going to be your partners?
Yeah, I was scheduled to play. I have done. It's one of my favorite tournaments on tour. To be honest with you, I think it's obviously clearly unique with the format. And I get to play with another good friend, another Ryder Cup teammate in Henrik Stenson. Again, we haven't actually. GMAC, like GMAC said, he kept him loose for me. I couldn't play last year, and GMAC actually gave Henrik a run and kept him sharp for me. So if we do any good, well, it'll be next year now, GMAC. Then I'll owe you 2 balls.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you and Henrik don't play well this year, then maybe you drop Henrik next year, and I'll play with you.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Given this form, GMAC, I think I might drop Henrik next year.
You've seen how sharp I am, and listen, if Henrik's not up to speed at the Zurich, I'm your man. All right, but no, like Justin said, the Zurich is such a fun event. I played with Henrik last year. We had a great time. I played with Ian Poulter a few times. Shane Lowry and I were supposed to play this year, which would have been a huge fun opportunity to play with the Open champ and have a great time. But it's we'll be back. We'll be back. Tough times right now, but we're certainly excited to have a schedule kind of in ink and start preparing a little bit.
He'll still be the Open champ next year.
Oh, true that.
True.
So that's actually that's what a year to win it. 2 years with the jug.
2 years with the jug. He's so lucky.
And especially that guy, right? For him to have 2 years with the jug, we may never see him again, Shane Lowry. Justin, how closely are you monitoring the schedule? How long would it take you to get a game ready?
I'm monitoring it very closely. What are we down to? Sort of the 6 week mark, maybe. I think that's a great time to start getting sharp. My game has been very much running around in my head for the last 3 or 4 weeks as well. I've been doing a lot of thinking on it. I've been staying really fit physically, feel great. So I feel like my body is ready to go. I've hit balls. I've got a little simulator room. I've been thinking a lot on it. And short game's going to be where you need to sharpen up. When you can obviously get out there and really do your work and put some hours in around the greens, that's going to be what's going to take just that little bit of extra time. But I think sometimes that little space away from it and the competition and the pressure, you start to evaluate things a little bit differently. And I think that's been a valuable time for me. The season wasn't going particularly well. So, if there was ever a good timeout, this was it for me. So I hope you can come back, rebuild a strong second half of the season and, try to roll the momentum into 21. I'm kind of seeing it almost as a season and a half goal now, rather than trying to finish a season that I'm way behind in. I'm almost looking at how can I build another great season and a half.
GMAC, what's your sense of where your game is? How does this affect your mindset? Once some form of restart happens.
Yeah, really cool listening to Justin and, just the way different players kind of think about things and frame things a little bit. For me, taking this time to get a little bit of work done on my physical fitness, just kind of haven't really been where I want to be the last few years. Game's been coming into a decent spot, so I came into this little break with a little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence, something to build on. Really happy. I started working with a new coach last August, Kevin Kirk, out of Houston. He's helped me a lot. He's helped me a lot with my technique and just my mental approach to practice and preparation and getting back to kind of doing the really great preparation stuff that I used to be better at when I was a little younger. So just trying to focus on that a little bit. But like we talked about earlier, just using this time to try and spend some great time with the kids and my wife and my family, and my mom and dad are still here in Florida right now. So trying to keep them safe and trying to be as responsible as we can. Just trying to focus. We got 6.5, 7 weeks now to hopefully we can go to Colonial in Dallas and play the first event. So starting to kind of lay my schedule out over the next 6 or 7 weeks regards training weeks, practice weeks, things that I want to do from a preparation point of view and start refocusing really. So it's a really, really tough time. Like we talked about, unprecedented, really tough. It took me a few weeks really to get my head around it all and kind of understand where we were. So this is fun tonight to kind of re-engage and re-engage with the fans and the public out there. I hope people that kind of tuned in to watch us. And Mastercard are actually running a little thing on Priceless.com. If you log on to Priceless.com, lots of great opportunities on there. But we're running a little competition to kind of win a video for a friend or loved one who may need some support or some just a smile on their face. So I'll send them a little video out there. So if they jump on Priceless.com, they'll find the information for that.
That's pretty cool. They were telling me about that. I think it's the first 10 people who log on and do that. You'll give them a private message. So it's pretty cool. You obviously sent Justin Rose a private message here today.
That was a public message. That was a public service announcement.
He's coming for me. I love it.
Justin, in terms of equipment in this situation, is this a time to kind of reassess what's in the bag? It's kind of in a normal season, you probably would never even think about something like that, in the throes of one tournament after the next. But is this an opportunity to kind of reevaluate equipment?
Yeah, there can be. If you're kind of in the middle of making a change, or if you're testing golf balls. For me, golf ball is one of the toughest things to test. But again, not a lot of people are outside and really able to have the full access to their normal facilities. And obviously, I think we rely a lot on people who have great expertise with the equipment. So I've really tried to boil it down to me. What about my game? Not make it about the Indian, not the arrows. And I've had a few things that I think I've needed to clear up in my own mind from a technical standpoint. So I've really tried to keep it simple. You change too many things too quickly, and you never quite know where you are. So for me, it's about building a little bit of momentum rather than making too many changes.
GMAC, obviously, as you were talking about, you've had this calendar year, 23rd, T4, You missed the cut, ironically enough, at AT&T, but you T69 and then T32 at API. Do you kind of stay the course at this point? You obviously said you have some positive momentum. You've got some good swing thoughts. Is this just about sort of getting back to where you left off?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, equipment-wise, I mean, I'm pretty dialed in. Strixon have some new stuff in the pipeline this year, but I mean, with obvious things that are happening right now, we'd probably be a bit delayed on some new equipment. But I'm really happy where I'm at equipment-wise right now, and it's just a case of having that timeline going forward over the next couple of months, and just hopefully be dialed in by the time we get going. I'm kind of like Justin. I'm pretty open-minded. Hopefully we can get going mid-June. If we don't, we'll do what we need to do and keep being safe, and we'll be ready to go when the time is right for professional golf and professional sports to be back on the map again. But it's been an exciting start to the year with a win out in Saudi, top 5 in Hawaii, and I really felt like I was starting to trend in the right direction. But I'm certainly not viewing this time as as a sort of a negative regards. Wow, I had some momentum, and now momentum's gone. I'm quite the opposite. Really trying to enjoy this time to be healthy of mind and healthy of body, and hopefully be sharp and ready when the gun goes off and we can get back out there safely.
Justin,
I really like the flow of tournaments as well. The way the schedule's pieced together. I certainly think the first 3 events on the calendar, which are the Charles Schwab at the Colonial, one of my favorites, Hilton Head, which is a tournament I really haven't had the opportunity to play the last few years. That could become a good option, and then the Travelers in Connecticut. Again, it's not an event I've historically played in the last sort of 4 or 5 years, but I feel like we're all starved of golf, so it's a nice little run to get going. And there's a couple of golf tournaments in there that I've missed playing, and the way this has all been shaken up, it provides a couple of opportunities that wouldn't have otherwise have been there this year. So again, just sort of mindset-wise, just trying to look at the positives.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think those tournaments are going to see fields like they've never seen before in years gone past. Looking at Colonial, for example, that was a tournament that was nearly struggling to stay on the map the last few years. I mean, all of a sudden, hopefully we'll be there in mid-June, and they'll see one of the best fields they've seen in maybe 10, 15 years there. So I'm excited for them. And like you said, the RBC Heritage at Hilton Head the week after, one of my favorite places, and up to Connecticut. Travelers, just a great way to, everyone will be dying to get out there and play, so the fields will be strong. There'll be plenty of great world ranking points, and it'll be a great opportunity to go out there and play. But obviously, there's a lot of things have to fall into place between then and now. So fingers crossed.
Before I let you go, there's this mindset that the game of golf is positioned in a way in which it can be one of the first sports back, not only professionally but recreationally. You guys have spent a lot of time playing a lot of rounds of golf without large galleries over the span of a lifetime. Would you guys feel comfortable in a situation in which there's very little crowd, there's limits to sort of what's going on outside the ropes, and that you can still sort of compete at a high level inside the ropes? Justin, start with you.
Yeah, I mean, very much so. I think it'll certainly be a strange atmosphere, and I still think that once you get down, I mean, we've played certain days with this rain delays, and I think actually the week that I ultimately ended up getting to world number 1, there was a day that we played without crowds because it rained so much and the course was just full of mud, and they were thinking about cancelling the tournament, and they made the decision to play, I think it was a Sunday without crowds, even though we eventually went into Monday.
Yeah, that was that Congressional?
It was Aronimink. In 18, yeah. And I think it's a strange and a bit of a flat experience if you're middle of the field. But when you're up there and you're on the leaderboard and you know what you're playing for and you're competing against the best players in the world who are playing well, and you kind of know what's at stake. Yes, you'll miss the crowd, and there's an added boost and added bit of adrenaline. But I think the stakes are still incredibly high, and there's no doubt that the players will key into that.
Yeah, same, Graeme?
Yeah, totally agree. I think it'll be a little eerie and a little surreal to begin with, but I think when push comes to shove and you're playing, a top PGA Tour event against a top field, when it comes to Saturday and Sunday and you're at the business end of things, I think the intensity will still be there. I don't think it's quite like a Ryder Cup where, I think the Ryder Cup needs the fans. I think that's one of probably the few golf events in the world that really the fan interaction is a huge percentage of the intensity level. I think when it comes to a PGA Tour event where everything's on the line, I think the intensity is inside of the ropes. And listen, we love having crowds there. We love the interaction. We love the atmosphere. But I think if we can get on the golf course safely, and that means having no fans for the short term and the beginning, I think we're okay with that. I think if we can get going any way possible and in a safe way, I think we're all supportive of it.
Yeah, I think we all really understand how important our product is on TV and what a great job the TV networks do in terms of showcasing us and putting together a great broadcast. And like you said, I think having the opportunity for golf to be able to get back, hopefully one of the first sports to get back, also gives it an opportunity to reach a bit of a different audience as well if people are starved for sport. So I think certainly that should be a goal at this point, as long as no one's put in harm's way.
Guys, this has been tremendous. I when I found out this was happening, that you guys were going to be a part of it, I thought couldn't get two nicer guys. Obviously, your portfolios speak for themselves. Two U.S. Open champs. I'm sorry, Justin, he ran into a bit of a buzzsaw today, but he's you're talking about GMAC and Pebble Beach. So you knew you had a tough hill to climb.
He's probably fitting in right.
The winner of the WGT, the World Golf Tour by Topgolf Mastercard Challenge, and a good bottle of Napa Cab is GMAC at 4-2 at one of the famed venues.
Put it there, GMAC. Put it there, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. It's a special feeling. There's been a lot of Zoom calls and happening all over the world, and it's a way it feels like a way to connect. This certainly has felt like a way to not only connect with you guys, but connect with everybody who's watching along and commenting and making questions. Mastercard is creating a lot of these once in a lifetime experiences at Priceless.com. So Priceless Golf is also something that exists, bringing these experiences into your home. It's been a pretty cool thing. So I just want to also make sure everybody knows that if you want some more of this exclusive content at Priceless.com, and if you're not already a subscriber to this YouTube channel, there will be more events like this in the near future. I think GMAC might be called back to defend some sort of title.
I hope so.
But on behalf of you guys and your families, obviously, I hope everybody stays safe, everybody stays healthy, and thanks for everybody for being a part of this event.
Absolutely, yeah, Matt. Thanks for looking after us tonight, and Mastercard and WGT and Topgolf and everyone involved. Thanks for letting us kind of hang out tonight. Fun to get the competitive juices going, even if it only was for 20 minutes, Rosie.
I'm going to go, lick my wounds, but again, thanks to you guys, thanks for your time, thanks for Mastercard and your commitment to trying to create priceless moments, whether it's in person or online or just enriching people's lives. And obviously, the people behind the game, WGT and Topgolf, you've converted me. So, it's been a fun experience, guys. Thank you so much.
Cheers, everybody. Be safe out there.
Cheers, guys.
See you, boys.
See y'all.
See you, Rosie. Thank you.